Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, how you folks doing? Welcome to the Post-Raw show. That's right, we just saw August 12th edition of Monday Night Raw. The return of Sasha Banks is obviously the biggest story to come out of the night. Absolutely amazing stuff. Overall, I thought the night was good. I think that the Sasha Banks definitely helps up the level of the show. The Drew McIntyre match was absolutely amazing, and the 24/7 championship stuff was awesome. I didn't really get to see the finale of the show as my stream kept cutting out every 5 minutes. Or not every 5 minutes, every 5 seconds, it felt like. But anyways, we're here live with our Raw review here tonight, everybody. My name is Conman167, and I hope you guys are interested in calling into the show and being part of the show, as it is entirely community-based. So make sure if you guys are interested in being a part of this show, you call in to the Discord. But now, everybody, it is time for that Conman Certified Roll Call. So who do we got here today? We got ourselves TJ Young. We got Waleed. Hi, Jazz. How you doing, my friend? We got Aled Thomas. Nathan Noble up in here. We got Christian Vega. Welcome. We got Craig Michael Connington. So, Craig, if you're asking me where the link is for the Discord, it's down in the description below. If it doesn't work, just copy the last few letters and put it in manually that way. Sometimes the link, for whatever reason, doesn't work. But yeah, everybody, we are here live, and we are here with our Raw review. Now, tonight's Raw review is going to be a little bit more on the interesting side, because I've been kind of breaking down how I want to do these shows, and I think the best bet here is to really dive into the review part of the show at the start, and then get to your guys' live calls and not get distracted and not go off on too many tangents, because I'm sure lots of you guys would like to call into the show right away and would like us to get to your calls a little bit quicker so we can get to more people. So we're going to try to motor through the actual results, because I'm sure a lot of you guys did watch the show, and yeah, that's where we're going to start off with. So we started off the night with Seth Rollins coming on down to the ring, showing off that he did in fact beat Brock Lesnar. If you happen not to watch the pay-per-view, you now know Seth Rollins is the Universal Champion. He was then confronted by AJ Styles, which essentially set up the match later on tonight that was supposed to be AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins to find out who truly the better champion is. And honestly, I thought this segment was really good to start off the show. I think that it did what it needed to do. It didn't overstay its welcome, and it allowed to put 4 people on TV in one segment and build to your main event. I thought that the way that this started, it was good. It was definitely good. Don't want to be annoying, but the link isn't working. Can somebody provide Craig with a link to the Discord if the link right now isn't working? If you don't mind, somebody out there. But yeah, it was definitely the right call to start off the show like that. Going in for the handshake, Rollins declined it, but then Styles ordered the OC to get out of the ring, and that's where Seth Rollins shook his hand there, setting up the main event. I thought that was good. We then went to, I believe, what was it? Where did we go? Hang on, right after that. We went Seth Rollins all the way to Rey Mysterio, where we found out that he'll take on Andrade in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross will defend the Women's Tag Team Championships against the Kabuki Warriors, and we're also going to see Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. We also got the segment with the Street Profits backstage. Dawkins was hung over. It was hilarious. I think that the Street Profits are absolute gold. These guys, whenever they do end up losing their Tag Team Championships, they're going to be a mainstay on the main roster. Basically, though, the whole promo was the fact that Sami Zayn was saying that once you get to WWE, you turn into pandering idiots. Look at Seth Rollins, look at Becky Lynch, all this stuff. I like the spin because that's some of the fan sentiment right now. So Sami Zayn did a good job in exposing that type of feeling that the fans have as a heel and using it to turn it into like a story. Very good job by Sami Zayn. He's doing an excellent job in his current role. And then, of course, Samoa Joe was standing right behind him, as he had a few comments for Samoa Joe. Dawkins and Ford played him like a fiddle, and that set up the awesome match that we got between Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe. Well, kind of awesome. It was what it was. The King of the Ring tournament returns next Monday on Raw, which is absolutely amazing. I'm excited for that. when we start going up and down the list of who is going to potentially win the King of the Ring tournament, you can look at anybody, really. You could look at Baron Corbin. You could look at Brock Lesnar if you wanted to. You could look at Samoa Joe. That's an interesting one. Roman Reigns is also interesting. Daniel Bryan would be a really interesting one for King of the Ring. Maybe you can give it to somebody else that you're not really expecting. What about King Drew McIntyre? You know, maybe something like that would be cool. But if you guys have some ideas for who you want to win King of the Ring, let me know in the comments. And I also know a lot of people said that Bray Wyatt, that would be an interesting one as well. All right, then we got an update on the Roman Reigns situation later. That's what we're going to get at least. And then Samoa Joe, this was all about like the build up to Samoa Joe's face turn, how he was working with Roman Reigns essentially when he got hit by that car. So that was the video package there, recapping all of that. And then we got Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn. It was a very, very quick match. Sami Zayn tried to ambush Joe, but Joe took him down really quickly. And then he completely choked out Sami Zayn with the coquina clutch. So it was over like that. All right. But then Samoa Joe went back on the ways that he thought we were going to go. We thought Samoa Joe was turning face. We thought that was the direction he was going in. And Samoa Joe turned it back on the crowd. He was like, yeah, I forgave Roman Reigns, but I don't forgive all of you for accusing me. I don't forgive all of you for holding me accountable for something I didn't do. Like, that's a great heel move. As soon as he starts to naturally get over with the fans for a babyface turn, he goes right back and delivers some awesome heel work. So yeah, Samoa Joe, great work there. Just as soon as you thought he was turning babyface, clear he's not. We then got the little promo from Stone Cold Steve Austin later on. Actually, that was later on. Sorry. First, we got The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. And Ziggler made the entrance in his regular clothes, which was cool. Kind of kept me guessing for a little bit if he was going to actually be a part of this match or not. And then Ziggler, he was clutching his ribs in pain. You know, obviously he had his microphone telling them that he hopes Miz is happy, and he calls him a coward for setting up this Goldberg match, essentially. He didn't like the fact how Miz went about it, and rightfully so. He tricked him into signing a contract against Goldberg. Ziggler, though, said that he got speared so many times yesterday that he can't medically compete tonight. Miz's plan is up in smoke. However, Miz screwed Miz. That's essentially what Dolph Ziggler said, and that led to Ziggler completely fooling all of us. He went right after the Miz as soon as Miz turned his back, went after him, and that began the start of the match. So as we came back from commercial break, Ziggler was kind of in control of the match. However, towards the end, Miz picked up the win. Ziggler continued to do his thing where he was down on the ground and essentially said, hey, you know, you can't beat me fair and square and all this stuff after somebody just beat him fair and square. Look, I'm a huge Dolph fan, but man, that's weird. And regardless, though, it's something for Dolph Ziggler. It's something for him to do. And if it's the way that they're going to plan on portraying Dolph Ziggler, I guess I can be down for it for a little bit. I don't want it to be too long. I don't want it to get overplayed. But I like this idea of Dolph Ziggler really, truly never giving up and just believing in himself to his own fault sort of thing. All right. So Miz won via submission with the figure four leg lock, by the way, if you did not know that one. Then he came back into the ring later on and hit the skull-crushing finale to basically shut up Dolph Ziggler. We then got the promo with Becky Lynch. Lynch took over the microphone and said that she's not here to celebrate. Natalya had a debt to cash, and Lynch gives her respect. Lynch says that she will not rest until everyone has been dealt with. This is a cat and mouse game. You have to get her before she gets them. Game on. So, man, look at that. That was a cool little foreshadowing for something bigger that happened later on in the night. We then got the Elias segment where Elias was pissed off on the fact that Edge came down and interrupted him last night at WWE SummerSlam. It was a good start there, basically saying, okay, I'm tired of getting interrupted. If anybody's going to interrupt me, come on down in 3, 2, 1. Nobody answered. Come on down in 3, 2, 1. Nobody answered. He thought that he was going to be able to play his concert. However, joke was on him as Ricochet came on down to the ring. So then we got Elias versus Ricochet. The bell rang, and this was a decent match. It wasn't anything to write home about, But what I will say is that it did showcase Ricochet's abilities in the ring, and obviously a big pinfall for Ricochet. Now, I think the storyline here is that Elias had his shoulder up, and so Elias didn't actually lose to Ricochet, but Ricochet still picked up the win. It was a nice way to keep both men looking strong going out of this one-off match. I believe it's a one-off at least. Might not be, though. Then we got Andrade versus Rey Mysterio. It is going to be a 2 out of 3 falls match. I loved this idea of making this one a 2 out of 3 falls match. And I know people are going to be in here and they're going to be saying, like, what the heck, Conman? Why do you like 2 out of 3 falls matches when all you've done is bitch and moan at the fact that there's been too many 2 out of 3 falls matches? Because when it's done right, when WWE does it right by making these 2 out of 3 fall matches, it has to be 2 superstars who are damn near evenly matched and who have traded back and forth wins for a while. They're rivals, and you want kind of a definitive end. 2 out of 3 falls. And that's why Rey Mysterio versus Andrade worked for me. And it worked even bigger because not only was it a 2 out of 3 falls match that worked for the terms of the story, it was actually a 2 out of 3 falls match to further escalate the push that Andrade is having. The fact that he picked up a clean sweep 2-0 over Rey Mysterio in a 2 out of 3 falls match is unheard of. It's great. And I also love the fact that Rey Mysterio loses, and now he has a storyline moving forward. He's doing this for his family. He's coming to the end of his career. How is he going to handle with the fact that maybe he can't handle in the ring anymore? He can't hang with the superstars of today like he thinks he can. All of that segment worked perfectly for me. I loved it. Rey Mysterio has a story moving forward. Andrade gets a giant win with some huge momentum. And that's all she wrote for that one. We then got Stone Cold Steve Austin promo, who was calling in, and this one was essentially just to promote the new show that he has on the USA Network called Straight Up Steve Austin. I believe it's on right now, if I'm not mistaken. It might be over now. Not sure if it's a half hour or an hour-long show, but still, it was fine. It's always good to see Steve Austin. It would have been cooler if it happened in person for, the SummerSlam or the Raw after SummerSlam. But I mean, hey, Skyping in for a quick little promo, I guess it was what it was. And he still put over Seth Rollins so hard. Like, man, he put him over, didn't he? Commercial break, then we got back, and obviously we saw the Rey Mysterio thing where he was wondering what the heck is going on. Montez Ford told Mysterio to keep his head up. Ford says 619 forever, right, Dawkins? However, it cruises on over as Dawkins is passed out, clutching a gallon jug of water. Ford woke him up, and Ford says that they have to hype up his girl, Nikki Cross. Dawkins started chugging the water jug, and the subliminal message right there, I'm not sure if I said that right, is the fact that he is thirsty as hell for Nikki Cross. That's what that was representing, the fact that he chugged down that gallon of water as soon as Nikki Cross was brought into his mouth. He's thirsty, man. He wants smoke. He wants smoke. You know what I mean? All right. We then got the nice little interview between Drew McIntyre and his thoughts on Cedric Alexander, saying that the rivalry ends tonight. Alexander is living a fairy tale, and he's living in a fairy tale world right now. McIntyre says that it will not end with a victory over him. McIntyre says he'll cave Alexander's skull in and end the fairy tale. Michael Cole says Drew McIntyre and Cedric Alexander will be in King of the Ring tournament starting next week. So I missed that part. I actually didn't hear that on commentary. I miss a lot of things on commentary when I'm live streaming. So I missed that part. That's actually really quite cool. Cool. And then we got ourselves the match between Drew McIntyre and Cedric Alexander. And this was without a doubt the match of the night. I think this was absolutely, truly amazing. McIntyre and Alexander just have chemistry in there. They looked great. Cedric is looking like he's on another level, man. Awesome stuff there by Cedric Alexander and Drew McIntyre. And of course, the way that the finish happened, it was a lumbar check on the outside of the ring. McIntyre then got back inside the ring. McIntyre almost got hit by another lumbar check. And then McIntyre elbows him, goes for the inverted Alabama slam. Alexander counters into a victory roll for a near fall. They hit the ropes, and then McIntyre absolutely turned Cedric Alexander inside out, backflip and all. Cedric Alexander hit with the Claymore boot. 1, 2, 3. Right call, right person winning, right direction they're moving in. It reignites this passion, this fire underneath Drew McIntyre, and I think it was a great little matchup. And again, it goes to show what a great wrestler Drew McIntyre can be. That was pay-per-view worthy. I think it probably was planning on being on SummerSlam until it got cut for time. It was a great matchup. No issues with that one whatsoever. Cedric is going to continue to get pushed a little bit more every single week. He is getting some good matches underneath him. He's getting over with the crowd. They're learning who he is. Yeah, Cedric Alexander. What a match against Drew McIntyre here tonight. Then we saw AJ Styles backstage with Gallows and Anderson. Styles says that it was a big deal that Seth Rollins beat Brock Lesnar. Gallows and Anderson said that not even AJ Styles could beat Lesnar. Styles took a bit of an exception to that, though. Styles says that Rollins will be a great champion one day, but tonight he'll embarrass him. Interesting. And then we saw Paul Heyman angrily walking backstage as he enters Brock Lesnar's room, which is essentially promising us that we are going to be getting a promo with Paul Heyman soon. We then got a very surprise match, No Way Jose versus Robert Roode. Didn't expect to see this. Robert Roode picks up a clean win, the Canadian. You know, I guess there's a reason why he was on the card tonight. Maybe a sign of things to come there. Off the glorious DDT, Roode picked up the pinfall. Then we got the interview with Paul Heyman. Heyman mocked Caruso. Heyman asks why he has the big exclusive and she doesn't. Earlier today, WWE made the declarative statement that his client Brock Lesnar will get no rematches. Zero, zilch, nada. He's not going to get any of them. And Heyman was pissed off. He's asking how is he supposed to explain that? And then Heyman goes right back into Lesnar's room. That was that. We then, my friends, got the Lucha House Party versus the Revival. Hey, OCs, maybe try unmuting your microphone or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit low. Oh my goodness. Okay, my microphone was dropped down. Sorry about that, everybody. I was a little low, but you should be able to hear me now. Okay. Lucha House Party versus the Revival. I hate the Lucha freaking House Party. I do not like any of their stuff. The Loser House Party. I legitimately don't like their stuff. I think it's just not good. I don't know. People say watch 205 Live, but to me, if you can't get it done on the main roster, if you can't get it done with the time allocated on Raw when you've been on there for so often, then I don't want to see you. Lucha House Party does absolutely nothing for me. I bet the kids love them, though. But still, they suck, in my opinion. But they took on the Revival and ended up in a no contest because we had to get some more stuff with the 24/7 championship. Briefly, the Revival became 24/7 champions, which was interesting to say the least. I thought they were going to let them run as co-champions, and then I was like, man, that was interesting. But no, unfortunately, they put the title right back on R-Truth. So R-Truth has now won the title 12 times, which is slowly approaching him towards Ric Flair territory as a 24/7 champion. I think it's freaking hilarious, and I'm not sure if you guys remember when the 24/7 championship was brought into existence, and R-Truth won it a couple times that night. I was like, man, make this man match Ric Flair's record. Make him beat it, or make a big deal out of it. Kevin Lee, thanks for subscribing, buddy. Make that be a thing. And WWE's been awesome. They are moving towards that direction. Every time he wins that title back, it's another title reign. And it's very close to getting to the point where he's at Ric Flair's level. I think it's just a really fun story. I can't wait for him to say, he is the best champion of all time or whatever, just because he's held the title the most amount of times. Be really entertaining. However, R-Truth ended up losing the 24/7 championship once again as Elias smacked him across the back with the guitar, knocked him down, and now it was over. R-Truth, no longer the 24/7 champion. Elias is back on top. All right. So then we got ourselves, here we go. All right. So we got ourselves Natalya coming on down to the ring, and this is the part where this is the part of Raw that everybody's going to be talking about. This is the part that everybody's going to want to talk to me about. So let's just run through this real quick. Natalya came on down to the ring, addressed her match with Becky Lynch the previous night, and said that if she could turn back time, she would not change anything about what she said to Becky Lynch. She said that she needed to hear it and needed to be said. And you know what, Natalya? Damn right. Good on you. Not backing down from what you said. I like that in the character. I like that you're not changing, after the match because, I was just playing mind games. No. You're a wrestler. Yeah, if you have legitimate beef with somebody, it doesn't go away after the match happens. So there you go. Natalya, I like the fact that she continued that type of character there. However, as she revealed that she needs to get an MRI on her shoulder, her dislocated elbow, Sasha Banks came on down to the ring before Sasha Banks came down, said that, it's been a year since her father passed away, and that just kind of broke my heart. I didn't know it was a year already. I remember when it happened. It was so sad at the time, but anyways, Sasha Banks then came on down to the ring, interrupted Natalya, basically tried to comfort her at the start, saying that she's back, and then she turned heel, ripping off the purple wig of the past and becoming the bitter blue bitch. Right there, that is Sasha Banks. Look at that. That woman is a heel. That woman is going to be awesome. I cannot wait. The bitter blue bitch, as I coined her on the live stream, that alliteration though. And man, that was just something else. However, she wasn't done yet because Becky Lynch then came on down to the ring. Becky Lynch had to make a little save there for Sasha Banks and Natalya. And Becky Lynch got the crap beat out of her. Awesome stuff. Looks like we're going to be getting Sasha versus Becky for the Women's Championship. That was a statement made all right. We then got the Viking Raiders versus Carter Mason and Sebastian Sauve. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I don't know too much about those two guys, but if they're indie wrestlers, good on them. If they're local Canadian boys, good on them. Good old Canadian kid, eh? But otherwise, we got the match between Ivar and Eric versus those two jobbers, and as you would expect, the Viking Raiders picked up a very easy, clean win. So there you go. Off the Viking experience. We then got Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus the Kabuki Warriors. Honestly, not a terrible match, but it wasn't great either. It's so sad to see how far Asuka's fallen down. She was once viewed as the future of the women's division. She was once unbeatable down in NXT, and here she is in a throwaway tag team, essentially, with Kairi Sane, who has also been kind of floundering since she's been called up. And it's like WWE just doesn't care about them. Paige wasn't even there tonight because she's now got to get surgery, so they've lost their mouthpiece for her. It's just a mess. At this point, nix it. Get rid of it. End it. Make a feud. Turn Asuka heel. Make it Kairi Sane versus Asuka. Make that your feud moving forward. Have Paige be kind of like a mediator between which side is she going to choose. There you go. That's how you get out of that. We need to move on from the Kabuki Warriors. I know the women's tag team division needs tag teams, all right? But you can't be having tag teams that are just not clicking. You can't just keep an act together for the sake of keeping an act together. Otherwise, they grow stale. It's, Kabuki Warriors have absolutely nothing going for them. They've lost their big matches that they've been in. It's just dead in the water. So move on. Time to move on about the Kabuki Warriors. I'm done seeing them. We need to move on. So yeah, anyways, as you guys can clearly tell from the way that I was wording that, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross picked up the win in a good, not great match. Then was our main event. Here you go. You got yourself Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles with the OC at ringside. And this is where I actually don't really know what ended up happening. Because at this point, so essentially the match was decent. They didn't really hit too much. The match didn't really kick into high gear. There was too much outside interference with the OC and too much distracting going around. But regardless, eventually the referee ejected Gallows and Anderson from ringside. Rollins then rolled up Styles for a 2 count. Rollins kicks him in the face and sets up for a stomp, but Gallows and Anderson run back in to attack him. So that is where the disqualification happened there. Seth Rollins picks up the win technically through DQ, but doesn't really matter to the OC. So then the OC started a triple team attack until Ricochet ran down for the save. Ricochet then takes them down until being caught by the Buddha Doom. Anderson throws Ricochet out of the ring. Styles, Gallows, and Anderson go back to attacking Rollins. Styles sets up Styles for a Styles clash off the second rope. However, Braun Strowman then comes down to make the save. Interesting. Strowman runs through Anderson, gets in the ring, takes Gallows down. Styles tries to fight Strowman, but Strowman floors him with a running power slam. Strowman then gets the crowd going and hits Styles with another running power slam. Strowman grabbed the WWE Universal Championship and handed it to Rollins as they shook hands to end the show. There you go, folks. That was it. We're just going to quickly fly through the quick match results. Samoa Joe defeated Sami Zayn via submission. Miz defeated Dolph Ziggler via submission. Ricochet defeated Elias. Andrade defeated Rey Mysterio 2-0 in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Drew McIntyre defeated Cedric Alexander. Robert Roode defeated No Way Jose. Lucha House Party defeated, it was a no contest with the Revival, my bad. The Viking Raiders defeated Carter Mason and Sebastian Sauve. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross defeated the Kabuki Warriors. And Seth Rollins defeated AJ Styles via disqualification. There you guys have it. That is the review part of the show. We're now going to get into the part of the show where I take your live calls. We aren't going to take too many today, just a few, as it is already midnight. So yeah, once again, guys, we'll take a few calls here. Remember to please have your microphone turned on, have a question lined up, and if you have headphones, please plug those in as well. That way we don't get looping back throughout the audio and everything like that, you know. We can't have that. Otherwise, people will be tuning out of the show, right? So, everybody, here we go. It is time for some live calls. We are going to be taking the live call from Christian Vega first. And then after you, I think we're going to go with B. Gillis, all right? So, Christian Vega, you're up first. Let's get this thing going. B. Gillis after that. All right, here we go. Hey, Christian Vega, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, it's been a while.
It has been a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
How you been?
I've been good. How are you?
Oh, I can't complain, you know. SummerSlam was a lot of fun. Raw was good tonight. I'm up in the heavens, you know. Oh, and he cut out. All right. I don't know what happened there. If you're listening still, my friend, please join back in. For whatever reason, Christian Vega. There we go. Hey, man, no idea what happened there. Sorry about that. Christian, you there?
Yeah.
All right, sorry about that. So, what'd you think of Monday Night Raw tonight?
It was good, you know. Wasn't expecting Sasha Banks to return.
I know, right? That was crazy.
Yeah.
Do you like the blue hair?
Yeah, she looks fine like that.
Mm-hmm. It was interesting. Like, when she came down, I thought to myself, I'm like, is she wearing a wig? Like, it really looked like it. And then sure enough, you know, she rips the purple hair off and I loved it. I thought it was a cool little statement that she changed characters. It was good for me. What else do you like on the night?
Yeah.
Oh, he cut out again. All right, well, we're going to move on to the next caller there, regardless there, my friend. Thank you so much for calling in. That was great talking to you real quick. Oh, no, he's back in here. Never mind. One more time. Sorry, man. No idea what keeps happening. Don't know why it keeps kicking you.
I have no idea.
All right, one last question, and let's figure this out.
All right, last question. Let's see. Do you think Braun Strowman will face AJ Styles for the U.S. title?
Yep, I do. I think he will. I think that's the direction they're moving in.
Okay.
All right, man. Thanks so much for calling, and enjoy the rest of your night.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Bye-bye. All right, let's get to B. Gillis, because B. Gillis is going to be up next. So, B. Gillis, you ready? You ready for being on the line here with Conman? Let's do this. Hey, B. Gillis, how you doing, my friend? Welcome back to the show.
Hello?
Hello, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you, Conman?
I'm pretty good. What'd you think of Raw tonight?
Raw was, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, same, man. What was your favorite part?
My favorite parts were definitely Sasha returning and becoming heel, because that's what the women's division needed.
I agree.
I liked, well, here's one thing. At the ending, I actually thought that Braun Strowman, after when he saved Seth Rollins and Ricochet, I thought he would actually attack Seth Rollins, setting up a feud between them, because I heard he was going to get a monster push. But
that would be interesting. Yeah, you know what? I'd be fine for that. I think Braun Strowman's incredibly over as a babyface still, so it might be difficult to quickly turn him heel. But if they do a program between the two of them, he would play the heel in the program, sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because you saw his work with Roman Reigns, right?
Yep. Yeah, so that would be good. You know what? I'm down for that. Yeah, Seth Rollins versus Braun Strowman for the Universal title at Clash of Champions. That would be kind of cool as well. Yeah.
That'd be good.
What else do you like on the night?
I like the 24/7 segments. They're always good. Every single show.
How far do you think they can actually run with this? Because do you think they're going to run out of ideas anytime soon, or do you think they've got so much content that they can do?
I'm guessing they have so many ideas with this.
They must.
Because this is the 24/7 segments are probably one of the most entertaining things on Raw so far.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's definitely the E in entertainment, right?
Yeah.
Anything that you didn't like on the night?
Definitely the Revival versus Lucha House Party. I thought that was pretty worthless.
Yeah.
Because I thought Revival they needed a win after when they lost their tag titles, and I thought this match would be it. But no, it was just a 24/7 segment. But.
Yeah, like I mean, I'll give them credit. Revival becoming co-24/7 champions is kind of a thing that I want to see. You know, like even if it's just for a week or two, at least they tempted it or they tested out the idea at least a little bit. But I don't think they're gonna truly go that way. It sucks for the Revival, man. Like they should not be involved in Lucha House Party matches.
Definitely, like they're so much better than that.
They really are. They, in my opinion, they're top 3 tag team in the world. I think they truly are, and they do not get pushed that way.
Yeah.
All right, man. Anything else left that you want to talk about before we let you go?
No, that'll be all.
All right, buddy. Have a good night then.
You too.
Thanks for calling, man. Bye-bye.
Thanks for having me.
All right, let's get into, up next, we're going to talk to, you know what? I've not talked to Thomas Noble in a long time. So, Thomas, you're on the line, all right? Thomas Noble, how's it going, man? Long time no talk.
Hello, Conman.
Hello, welcome back to the show, man.
Thanks. I have a tough year so far, Con.
All right, what's going on?
My mom died last month to a heart attack.
Oh my God, buddy. Oh no, I am so sorry. I am so sorry, man. To you and your brother, my thoughts are with you and your family. Oh my God. How are you holding up?
Yeah, it does hurt me. It really does.
Buddy, I'm so sorry. Man. How are you holding up?
I'm pretty holed up fine. I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry to hear that. Can we get your mind off it by talking some wrestling? A little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could kick that mind off.
All right.
Yes.
So then, Thomas, let me know. What was your favorite part of the show tonight?
Obviously, everyone on the calls already, the Sasha Banks return. I would went, what the fuck? I thought Sasha is, like, not even going to return because of our contract controversy.
Yeah, like it was out of nowhere. Like, I think they did a good job playing it off, though. I wonder if we got work this entire time.
Yeah, I think, well played, WWE. That surprises me a lot. That surprises most of us here.
Yeah, nobody, I don't think really anybody truly thought Sasha would be coming out tonight. I think a lot of people maybe expected her at SummerSlam or in a big moment leading up to SummerSlam. But when that didn't happen, everybody was questioning, like, is Sasha really done? You know, like, is she not coming back to WWE? In the moment that they finally have everybody believing the story, then they turn her on us. It was awesome.
Yeah, I want to talk about SummerSlam.
All right, let's talk about it.
I did a review with the one and only Johnny Burns. Well, the best match into me and Johnny's review is definitely the Seth and Brock Lesnar match.
Yeah,
I was worried that Brock Lesnar is going to destroy Seth Rollins after Seth has his ribs broken because of fucking Lesnar, which I hate.
You're not a fan of Lesnar at all.
No, I'm not. And the only one who's a fan around here is Paul Detman. He is a huge Brock Lesnar fan.
Well, you know what, man? Like, I'm going to say something that not a lot of people agree with, but Brock Lesnar, to me, there's not a bigger, better big bet. Wow, I'm not speaking English here. Let me try this one more time. There is not a better big match man than Brock Lesnar. Every match that he is in, it feels like it's a mega match. It sells money. And while people are not going to like to hear that, I think he is their biggest attraction that they have available.
Yes, and also my other favorite match is Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon.
Yeah,
and I'm
all right.
happy that Kevin Owens won over, I have to say this to you, you're a loser of the match. The worst in the world! Shane McFarty Pants!
That is not where I thought you were going with that at all. Shane McFarty Pants, all right.
I'm ranting Shane McMahon. Yeah. The
So-
worst in the world, Shane McMahon!
Oh, man, I was happy to see him lose as well. It was about damn time. Enough with him winning these matches. Thank God Kevin Owens showed up when he did.
Yes, I'm very happy. And what did he deserve? What did he deserve that Shane McMahon to have a lot of TV time? A Stone Cold Kevin Owens stunner from KO himself.
Aw, yeah. Aw, yeah, buddy. All right, man, we got time for one last question. Do you have anything else you want to get off your chest or whatever here for tonight?
Yeah. I have something out of my chest. Yep, I got a question out of my chest.
All right.
Let me see. It is about the, let's say the Intercontinental Championship.
Okay.
So I know Shinsuke has got the title since Extreme Rules, I believe. I don't know, but who do you think should take the title of Shinsuke?
Ali. 100% Ali. He is on the upswing right now. He has had a few matches with Shinsuke. They've been good. It is time to pull the trigger in their next match. Ali needs to win that IC championship.
I see that as well, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta go here.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for calling in. And once again, my thoughts are with you and your family. Please extend my well wishes out to your brother as well. And, if you need anything, let me know.
Sure thing, Con.
All right, buddy. Have a good night, eh?
Yep, later.
All right. Let's get into... We got time for one more caller right here. And we are going to get to... Let's go... F-Dog Too Sweet. All right. F-Dog Too Sweet. How you doing, buddy?
Hello?
Hello. How's it going, man?
Good. I think I saw you at SummerSlam last night. I was there.
Oh, no way, man. Whereabouts you see me?
I saw when that guy said glorious. I was walking up to the sing.
Oh, no way. That's cool.
Yeah, when Bob was singing glorious, I was about to say, Con, you sing it.
Oh, man, I wish you would have came up and said hi.
Yeah, if I was gonna say hi, I was gonna give you the claw like Bray Wyatt.
Oh, man, I wish you would have.
Yeah, so who do you think's next for Bray Wyatt to face if Finn's gonna be out of action for a while?
Good question, man. Honestly, right
Yeah,
now.
who
Well, yeah,
I
who do
was
you
thinking
think?
Alistair Black.
I might say that would be good, but not right now. I think you need another feud in between. You need to expose Bray Wyatt to be a little bit more vicious. Like, you need one more match, I think, before you get to Alistair Black.
So, like who else could you face for Alistair Black? Because I thought that could be the next perfect feud to lead off almost all the way to either Survivor Series or almost the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, like, I don't hate it. Sorry, I gotta take my headphones off because we're just getting looped back here. I don't hate the idea, man. I really don't. It's just definitely, I don't know who you're going to have in that one spot before Alistair Black, because Alistair Black feels like it could be a giant match, right? And honestly, right now, Bray Wyatt needs one more match to get to that point where it's a giant match, where he could afford a loss or Alistair Black could afford a loss. We don't want to pin them against each other right now because they're not quite at that level right now where they can afford a loss, because somebody has to lose in that feud, right?
And also another thing, were you pissed too Saturday when Shayna Baszler made million tap?
Nah, I loved it.
I thought, because, well, there's no one else for Shayna Baszler to beat now, because I thought that's when she'll drop the title and then help Natalya win the title, or with Ronda Rousey with the 4 Horsewomen bit, yeah.
Well, the thing that we have to remember is that most of the NXT women's division, they have retired as champion as moving up, right? Shayna's probably going to do the same thing. I'd be surprised to see her lose the title.
True, yeah.
All right, man. Well, that's gonna be the last little question that we have. Unfortunately, I got to get going here. So, thanks for calling, buddy.
Okay, have a good day.
You too, man. All right, everybody, that was our last caller of the day. Man, I had to do some unique stuff there. If moving forward, everybody, including Evdog, if you can, please plug in some headphones. That way we don't get some loop back, and I don't got to do anything funky like taking my headphones on and off and all that. But guys, that is going to be it for the stream here today. Thank you so much for watching. If I didn't get to your calls, I apologize. We'll try to get some more next week for Monday Night Raw, but we will be back with our SmackDown post show tomorrow, okay? So again, tomorrow we're going to be live with our SmackDown post show. We're also live with Fire Pro Wrestling World at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. SmackDown live at 8 p.m. And then, of course, the review and then our reaction videos that are going to be uploaded. So lots of content still to come tomorrow. If you guys missed it or you didn't see, I did actually upload my SummerSlam vlog. So if you guys want to check out mine and Bob's trip there, go check out the SummerSlam vlog. It was really, really fun to be a part of. I got to meet some amazing people there as well. So guys, thank you so much for being the best damn community on this platform. I don't say that lightheartedly. You guys truly are amazing, and thank you for giving me the best job in the world. Before you leave, make sure you do leave a like on this video. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel on your way out. But that's going to be it for me here today. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed Monday Night Raw. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night or rest of your day if you happen to be over there in the UK. All right, guys, take care. Have yourselves a wonderful night. And I'll see you tomorrow.